Hey guys, I just wanted to kind of walk you through maybe a little bit of a makeup situation. I already put on my um, primer, which I'm testing this one out to see if I like it. And then I put on my tinted moisturizer. This is the foundation that I like to use. It's got SPF 30 in it, so I do not put SPF on under my face or on my I do not use it through my skincare routine at the end because it can cause pilling for your makeup. So I don't like to do that. So I've already primed. I've already put the foundation on because those are things that are just, I mean, kind of feel like they're obvious. I just use an angled brush to apply that. It looks like that because I just used it. But yeah. So then I go in with the Maybelline Eraser Concealer, and I just put it right here where I see my darkness. Just like that. I'll go in and I'll do my Cupid's bow just to give it a little bit of a highlight. And then I'll do just like a little dab on my nose just to give it a little high. And then up the bridge, just because my nose can be a little bit red sometimes. That's generally the only places that I put my concealer. I don't like putting it everywhere. And so I'll take this brush here and then I'll just kind of pat it out just to move it around so it's not such an obvious line on my face. Just to give it a little blend. I understand that this is probably not the brush that you use this for. I don't really care what this brush is used for. This is what I use the brush for. So there. Put that down. So then I go in with my Coty Airspun. Sorry, I'm holding it like that because I put the product in there already. So just shake it into the lid, take my little puff, and I pat it off, and then I go in and just press it into that under eye, just like that. Same with the other side. And then pretty much anywhere that I have excessive oil throughout the day, I will bake those areas as well. I'll just go ahead and press like right here on my forehead. This is a pretty good spot here for me to do, and then just down the nose because that's where the other concealer was, and then right here on my chin because that's where I get a little bit of excess oil as well. I basically am an oily girl, not crazy excessive, more so than I like. Let's just keep it that way. Let's just say that. It's more so than I like. So I just tend to put extra powder in those areas. So now I'm going to go in. This is the Wet n Wild Color Icon palette in whatever this says. Because again, I don't have my eyes on, so I can't really see it. Which is amazing how I can even put my face on. But then I just go in with this little angled brush here. I go into this very loved brown color and put on my eyebrows. Yes, I am going to do this. Is it my brush? Is it my product? Do I use it on people? Yes, it's my brush. Yes, it's my product. And no, I don't use it on anyone else. I do this so that it is a wet brush. And I just paint my eyebrows on. I've been doing this for a very long time. I am a natural blonde, as you can tell from my eyebrows. My hair color right now has turned into a very ashy dishwater blonde color, which I hate. I have been dyeing my hair for quite some time. And this is actually the closest to any kind of natural color I have ever gotten. So, you know, it's nice to not have those crazy colors anymore. But you know, as a kid, that's what I did. And I say as a kid because like my mom let me dye my hair when I was really young. And of course I wanted, you know, mermaid hair, and I wanted, you know, all these crazy colors because I could. And all I had to do was sun it out. I don't know if any of you know what that is, but I can't remember the exact product's name, but it was basically like putting lemon juice and peroxide in your hair to be able to bleach it out. Did I use bleach? Yeah. Did I burn my hair off? Yes. So bleach and I are not friends. I am doing this because I am not, even though I've been doing this for a long time, I am not always perfect at doing this. So I like to go through and just wipe it out. Your eyebrows are distant cousins, not twins. So if they are not absolutely perfect, please don't stand here and obsess about them. I mean, unless I guess that's what you're into, but as long as they look related, I think that's perfectly fine. I don't generally pluck my eyebrows, so sometimes they can be a little crazy. Crazy eyebrows. But yeah, so I just have had tons of color over my years, and I have always done brown eyebrows. And this is the color that I have found that works for me. When it runs out, I will be very sad because I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it anymore, because that's just how the industry goes, right? You find something you like and then they discontinue it. Anyway. I'm going to go in with this fluffy brush, and I'm just going to take some more of the product here, the Coty Airspun in translucent, shake it out into the lid so that I have some loose powder to be able to wipe over my face. Tap, 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 tap. And yes, it will snow. Yes, it will snow. That will happen. I absolutely, fun fact about me, love drag queens. I think their art is phenomenal. I just absolutely love what they are capable of doing with the products that they have. For a while, I was so obsessed that I wanted to be a drag queen. And there are female drag queens, but I just felt as if I would have been doing a disservice to the community and to the, sorry, my alarm was going on, to the community and to the art, because, you know, drag is its own culture, and although I am very supportive of the art and the culture, it is not, I feel that it's not my place to be a part of it, because I already have a part in this industry from being female. And I know that sounds really bad for me to say it, but it's true. Like drag is an expressive form of art, but I feel it's also, you know, their expressive form of art. I already have an expressive form of art within myself. So I just didn't want to step on toes, is really where it came down to. So I didn't pursue anything like that. But I did watch all the shows and grab all the tips and, you know, things of that nature. And so when I was younger, I did a lot of very heavy makeup, and I was very into it. Nowadays, I'm not. I just want it to be easy and, as sad as it is, done and over with. Because sometimes I can just sit here for hours and stare at everything and just obsess over the little intricate details of what is and isn't working. And I just, one day, it just became clear to me that it's not how I want to take my time. So I'm going to take this fluffy brush right here and this bronzer. It's the Mary Luminizer by The Balm. I don't know that you can get this anymore. This is an old school product. So swirl it around, tap it off, and then I'm just going to go along my hairline. So yeah, I just always very much appreciated the drag art. I very much appreciated what they were capable of doing. The techniques, all of that, just absolutely phenomenal. So, all of that to say that that I actually, I learned from watching that, there's this thing called clown lung. And it may have been a thing prior to this, to Drag Race and drag queens and things of that nature, but I didn't know about it. And it just was so fascinating to me because I'm gonna squeeze, go all the way up to my eyebrow and all the way down to the tip. So we can get that, as a creator, Taylor calls it Ozambinos. I very much enjoy her sassiness. Where's it going? Oh yeah, clown lung. So I was like, clown lung, what the hell is that? You know, like what is that? And it's when there's so much powder flying in the air and they use it so much that it actually gets in your lungs and it causes issues. And I'm like, oh my lord, like I cannot believe that. So it was just something. Can you just leave me alone? Leave me alone. It's just something that I found really interesting, and so every time I see the powder, the snow, you know, all of that, I'm like, because I don't want to get clown lung. You know, fun story time. So I did that just to be able to bring some color back to my face. I'm gonna go in with. Let's see, what am I wearing? This True Match. It's the spiced something spiced. Yeah, you guys can read. It's fine. It's fine. You guys can read. It's fine. I'm gonna go in with this like little bit of a denser brush. It's stained from all the times that I have used this. It does come with its own little. I don't like that. So I just use my little dense brush here, swirl it around, tap it off, and I just pounce to be able to get the product on there so I'm not like over exerting it on my face. Pounce, pounce, pounce. Swirl it in, tap it off, do the other side. I go from my cheeks up. Because that's where I want the product. I've heard so many people say, no, do it this way, do it that way. I'm sorry, but makeup is your expression, not someone else's. If you choose to use their techniques, if you like their products, then great. But it is your expression and no one else's. So if you choose to do it the way that you do and you like it that way, don't let anyone else tell you you're wrong. So that's on. It's not really picking up too much on camera, but it's there. It's there. I can see it. So that's that. And then, oh, highlighter. Wherever that bad boy went. Oh, there he is. This is the one I'm using. This is the one I like to use in the summer. It's golden something or other. Again, you can read. This is the color of it. I think it's gorgeous. It's got a great shimmer to it. I think it's wonderful for the summer because it gives that warm color to your face. Excuse me, I have a cat hair. This is the brush I like to use for it, the fan brush. I just go in and then just fan it on. That's how I like to use it. It's what I like to do. Get it on there. See that? And then I'll put just a little bit on the tip of my nose. A little bit on the bridge. Just to give it a little shiny shine. And then I'll put a little bit right here on the Cupid's bow. And aside from that, I leave it alone. I don't want my forehead to be shiny. I don't want my chin to be shiny. I'm not about that. So that's the face makeup. Nothing crazy. Nothing holy crap. Gonna go in and just spray down, get some hydration back in my face. At some point I'll probably notice that my brows aren't good enough and I'll go back and fix them. Start wiping with my finger. You know the deal. But yeah, that's the base of my makeup. Depending on how I feel about my eyes, I will either put stuff on them or I will just put mascara on and walk out the door that way. But yeah, if I do, well, when I do put my mascara on, it's going to be this and these. Black is black, whatever, you know, whatever black they have, that's just like extreme black, and waterproof, because I'm not about that life. So, yeah, that's my face. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know. But yeah, aside from that, thanks for taking this journey with me, this 16.5-minute journey, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.